Hola, estudiantes. Ah, bueno, esta es la lección que faltaste lunes el 16. Pues, hablamos de los números. Vamos a practicar la pronunciación. Por favor, repitan en voz alta. Actually say them out loud. You're home alone in your house, right? Nobody's going to judge you. Try saying the numbers out loud. Repeat after me and try to match your pronunciation to mine. Aquí hay. Repitan, por favor. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 60, 63, 64, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90, 100, 100. Bueno, as you can see, all the numbers in Spanish between 30, 31 to 99 are going to follow the same pattern. They all start with a number in the tens place, 30, 40, 50, 60, 30, 40, 50, 60. Then the word E, which means and then the number from 1 to 9, which you already know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bueno, all these bigger numbers follow the same pattern. Some that are kind of tricky can be 50. 50 can be a tricky one to pronounce because the two C's in that word are pronounced two different ways. The first C makes a soft S sound, 50. The second C makes a hard K sound, qu, 50. And that can be kind of tricky to keep straight. 60 and 70 are very similar to each other. There's only one letter that's different. And how you can keep them straight is that 60 kind of sounds like seis, which means 6, like you know, 60. 70 has a T in it, just like the word siete, 7, has a T in it. 60, 2 S's, 70, an S and a T. 90 is kind of similar to nueve. The vowel is a little different, but we can keep that straight, right? The word 100 is related to the English word century, which is 100 years. So it's a cognate, but it's not a direct cognate. Bueno, if you can remember the numbers from 1 through 9 and all the tens, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, then you can count from 1 to 100 really easily. Hablamos de los números más grandes. Bueno, as we're looking at all these numbers, specifically the hundreds, we can see that they all follow a pattern that's really actually a lot similar to English. They all start with a number, dos, tres, cuatro, and then they end with cientos, cientos. And that's just like how we form numbers in the hundreds in English. 100, 200, 300, 400. Easy, right? Bueno, practicamos la pronunciación. Repitan, por favor. Actually say it out loud. ¿Listos? 101, 200, 200, 300, trescientas, cuatrocientos, cuatrocientas, quinientos, quinientas, seiscientos, seiscientas, setecientos, setecientas, ochocientos, ochocientas, novecientos, novecientas. A few notes. All these numbers in the hundreds can end with either os or as, depending on if the thing that you're counting is masculine or feminine. So if I have 200 chairs, I would say I have 200 sillas, because sillas is feminine plural. If I have 300, trying to think of something that's masculine, 300 cuadernos, cuadernos is masculine, plural, so I would say I have 300 cuadernos. It's a minor point, but just FYI. Quinientos is kind of a weird one, and it can be hard to remember. Quin is similar to the word quince. Do you remember what number quince is? 15. So cinco is 5, quince, 15, cincuenta is 50, quinientos is 500. Seiscientos, setecientos, sete is really similar to setenta, right? 70. Novecientos is really similar to noventa, 90. When we look at these numbers that are bigger, we notice that there's a decimal place, a period, instead of a comma where we would normally put one. In Espanol, they flip-flop how they use their commas and their periods in numbers. If something in the United States was $1,199.99, we would say it's $1,999, period, and 99 cents in the United States. But if you go to Spain and it cost $1,999.99, they would write it a little differently. This is the symbol for no, sorry, that's not a euro. Get it right, Amber. You should know this. A euro is this symbol. In Spain, it would look like this. 1,999.99 centavos. I know. We can see mil is 1,000. To say any number like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, we just add dos, cinco, in front of it. Let's see, 100,000 would be 100,000, just like we say it in English, 100,000. 200,000, 200,000, 200,000. A million in Spanish is un millón, millón, millón. And we can say any number of millions, like, for example, 8 millones. 10 millones would be 10 million. We use the word de after millón to express of, like a million pencils. In Spanish, we don't need an of. A million of pencils would be weird. But in English, we don't need the of. But in Spanish, they do need the word de. Un millón de lápices. A million pencils. Practicamos la pronunciación. Repitan, por favor. 1,000. 1,100. 2,000. 5,000. 100,000. 200,000. 550,000. 550,000. 1 millón. 8 millones. Notice it's millones here because there's 8 of them. 8 millions. Bueno, I think that is about it. There's a Quizlet set about numbers. Make sure you study it. Adios, chicos.